beautiful day. I was going to wear a dirndl, run up to the camera, twirl around in ecstasy and start singing "The Hills Are Alive." Well, I'm obviously not going to do that. I'm in the mountains and there are few people around, and that's the beauty of the mountains. It's a solitary experience. I recently read a headline that said, "You are not alone feeling lonely." And this was just one article in a string of articles telling us how lonely many people feel. Greater distances, busy lives, people working from home, the breaking down of family ties, many elderly people isolated because of ill or waning health. And then of course there are our growing expectations. I do not like internet or social media bashing. On the contrary, I think that the internet provides us with a way to get out of our isolation and to connect, albeit virtually. Of course, the more we tend to connect, the more we also run the risk to disconnect. Social media, contrary to the news, is filled with happy people doing happy things, the joys of life, everybody smiling. On social media, nobody ever asks you how you are doing, but they continuously tell you how well they are doing. And wouldn't you like to do as well as they do? Imagine you're having dinner alone at home. You go onto your favorite social media platform and there you see whoever sitting in a gorgeous restaurant having a fantastic meal surrounded by friends and family. And you're happy for them, but you know, the happier you are for them, very often the more miserable you feel for yourself. Shouldn't you be out there doing the same? Shouldn't you be out there having visible fun? The key word being visible. Are you a failure sitting there alone in front of your plate, a spectator to another person's party? Loneliness is not always about social isolation. Sometimes we have to look inwards, and nature, the great outdoors, can help us with that. Here in the mountains, I do not feel the loneliness I tend to feel when I'm back home in my normal surroundings. I definitely do not want to connect, and I have no fear of missing out. Here it's just me and the mountain. And whether or not I'm going to make it to the top, or that's going to be my personal defeat or victory. And what is lonely about that? And that's my story. If you have a hiking story, please go to the comments box below, and as always, share, like, subscribe.